Hey guys! So, we're playing a little visual novel today. I know, I haven't really played one at all, but believe it or not, I love visual novels to death, and I used to play them all the time. This one's not what it seems, okay? It actually gives you like a warning, which I'll say verbally right now. I'll probably put it on the screen too. It's not for sensitive people, okay? My name is Prince Dani. What the heck? I can't fit it, and why was my caps on? I guess just Daniel then. Let's go. Alright, let's see. Welcome home! This is my... okay. This is my boyfriend Takuya. I said that so wrong. We've been together for 5 years and we couldn't be more in love. Why did I put my name? Now I feel shy. Every day when I come home from work, he greets me with a radiant smile and rushes to prepare dinner. Everything about him puts me at ease. His presence, his sweet words, all of it, I couldn't live without him. Good evening, my darling. The name of the game. I see you wearing the apron I got you. Oh god, imagine me in an apron. Oh. You noticed? Yes, I like it a lot. Good. Oh, I'm the one. Wait, who is speaking? I lean in close to whisper in his ear. It looks great on you. Oh, so he's the... well, duh, he's wearing an apron. Looks great on you. Don't tease me like that. He's absolutely adorable. Sorry, I couldn't help it. Anyway, let me take your things. He takes my bag and my jacket. Dinner'll be ready soon, so just put your feet up in the living room for a bit, okay? That sounds wonderful. Just let me grab my phone real quick. I digged through my pockets, but I couldn't find it. Takuya studies me with a strange expression. I have no idea where I could have left it. Crap, I wanted to read the news. Don't worry about it. I actually went out and bought you today's paper. He pops into the living room and returns with the newspaper in hand. Here. Wow, thank you. You really think of everything, Takuya. You're welcome. I've noticed that you started reading the news whenever you got home these days. I tried to pay attention to that stuff. Because you're creepy. So from now on, every day I'll make sure to get you the newest issue. All these screens nowadays, they're poison to human relationships, the stress, the addiction, the isolation. Those things can ruin a couple, you know. I already don't know how I feel about you. You're Yandere? Yeah, I know. You told me 1,000 times, love. It's why you got rid of the TV and other computers too. I'm not trying to nag you, it just seems like you've maybe forgotten. We don't need those gadgets in our lives. Besides, the only person I care about you is you, Daniel. I don't need to worry about anyone else. You always butter me up when you're trying to change the subject. Look at his face. You're lucky that he's so... No, I'm not saying that. I said, don't tease me. He pouts and that cute, boyish charm or expression completely melts my heart. Fine, I'll behave. I'll go wait for you in the living room, okay? Do you need anything to drink? Lemonade would be lovely, thanks. I actually hate lemonade, so you already messed up. I sit on the chair and start reading the newspaper. Cutting down on tech has been Takuya's idea, and while it had been hard at first, I've grown to... I passed too quick, sorry. Grown to get used to it, I guess? I can't remember the last time I used a computer. I just got so used to not having one around that I don't even miss it anymore. Then again, I forget a lot of things. It's probably because of my amnesia. When Takuya first told me, I was shocked. Something about hearing my boyfriend's voice telling me that all my memories are gone. Yet it felt as if the whole world was falling to pieces around me. Someone who can't remember their past can never understand themselves or even the people around them. Like Takuya. I don't remember how we met or where we went on our first date. The years we've spent as a couple might as well not exist from my perspective. Wait, what if he's like pretending that we're like partners or something? To me, our history is just one big black mark blotting out all of the details that make up our love. It saddens me to think how Takuya must feel, knowing all of these precious memories are washed away. Sometimes I'm so stressed that I just burst into tears for no apparent reason. Whenever that happens, Takuya takes me into his arms and strokes my hair gently. He tells me that he loves me, even with my condition. He says he'll never abandon me or let me go. Sometimes he says it over and over, as if trying to carve those words into my failing memory. You know what's creepy? Or more like, the fact that he's basically saying, like, I feel like the phone missing is like a him thing. You know what I mean? I don't know. Am I wrong? Like he's probably trying to brainwash him or something. I don't know. I'm thinking too much. His sheer dedication sometimes leaves me speechless. I can't believe how lucky I am to have him. Still, there's this nagging feeling deep down. A certain... I'm not saying that passes through my heart whenever I see his face. I can't tell him about it, though. He'd be heartbroken. Here you go. Takuya enters the living room holding a glass of lemonade. Give me a mug of coffee, not lemonade. He sets it gently down on the coffee table. I found some straws, so I put one in for you. It looks cute, right? It's even your favorite color. What's my favorite color? Takuya. I tug on his apron, pulling him down to kiss him. Thank you so much for staying with me. Daniel. I could feel myself tearing up, so I bury my face in his chest. I don't want him to see me crying. He embraces me and we stay like that for a moment. I'm sorry, I'm always like this. Don't say that. Honestly, sometimes I wish we would never had to spend a moment apart, but I also need you to be happy, love. If you're ever feeling sad or hurt, I want you to feel like you can open up to me. He squeezes me harder and I feel his heartbeat fast. Finally, he moves his face away and kisses me in turn. I need to go check on the food for a bit. Just stay here and relax, okay? You don't need to worry about anything right now. I don't trust him. He didn't give me coffee. At 7 p.m., we eat. Takuya made nikojaga? An amazing beef and potato stew. Even the smell is intoxicating. It smells so good. Just wait until you taste it, love. And then we pass out, we die. I'm kidding. He grabs my spoon, scooping up a delicate morsel from my bowl. He blows on it gently, then positions the spoon in front of my face. Oh, you... I lean forward a little and take the bite. Instantly, I'm overwhelmed by the stew's rich and warming flavor. Delicious. Really, I'm happy. We both start eating. You really have a gift for cooking. I like to cook for you, working hard to create the right flavors, imagining the look on your face when you get to taste it. It makes me want to put everything I have into these meals. Well, that's something I'm set for life. I think I read that wrong, but that's fine. Takuya smiles as he watches me finish my food. Just be sure not to leave any leftovers. If you do, I'll be sad. You're underestimating just how much I can eat, you know. By the time I'm done, the bowl is practically spotless. That was amazing, Takuya. Thank you so much for making this. I'm gonna stop saying his name. No, it's just so hard. He smiles at me warmly, his eyes shining with affection. I'm lucky to have a boyfriend who takes such good care of me. Anyone who wouldn't would be a pretty bad boyfriend if you ask me. You're supposed to look after the person you love. I know, but it's almost too good to be true sometimes. Do you not like how I treat you? That's not what I meant, My voice trails off as I notice his crestfallen expression. I don't trust him. Daniel? Yes? Do you really love me? What do I say? I don't know you. I have amnesia. I'll go for the good route. Of course I love you. Why on earth would you think I don't? Just worried that this won't last forever. Because of my amnesia? Yes, what if one day you wake up and you don't even recognize me? I could never forget you, Takuya. You're too important to me. Put my hand on his. Thank you. He gets his feet and starts collecting the plates. I'll clean up. I didn't have time to prepare dessert. But let me see what I can whip up. Or maybe we can go upstairs and share it. No. Not on YouTube. Don't just stand there. No. Come on, I'll help you clean up, okay? He heads into the kitchen. I clear the table and get ready to follow him, but suddenly... I knew it! I knew it. See, people in the background, you agree with me. I stumble and catch myself against the edge of the table. I feel so dizzy. My head is spinning right now. What's wrong with me? Am I sick? Or I need to wake myself up. Maybe I should go to the bathroom and splash some water on me? See, it was the potatoes. I take the stairs one step at a time, clinging to the banister. As I reach the second floor, my limbs feel so heavy I can barely even move. Come on, just a little effort. I feebly push at the bathroom door. I half collapse against the sink. Once the water starts to flow, I can't read. I scoop small, shaky handfuls and spalsh them against my skin. When I look up at the mirror, I see the face of a ghost. I look terrible right now. Just where did this come from? I was fine just a few minutes ago. A thick, sour odor cuts through my throat. Or my throat. My thoughts. It smells so bad it's almost sobering. Usually I can't smell it when I'm in the bathroom. Takuya says it's got something to do with the plumbing, and that he'll fix it. Did he kill someone? That he'll fix it when he can. I really hope that when he can is sooner rather than later. The smell's making me nauseous. I reach behind me to grab a nearby towel, but I end up knocking it into the bathtub. I sigh and lean forward, placing a hand against the wall. Suddenly, somehow shakes beneath my touch. There's a loud thud. Like something struck the wall below, and before I can pull away, the plaster buckles inward. What? I stare open-mouthed at the huge hole that appeared in my... I knew it! In our bathroom wall. He's like a killer, isn't he? What did I do? I peer closer. It looks like the hole has been here for a while, and that whoever lived here before us has rushed to patch it up. Now that I'm looking more closely, I can even tell that the paint around the hole is a different shade of yellow than the rest of the wall. How has neither of us even noticed that? Or ever? I need to tell Takuya about this right away, but how did the wall even get damaged like that? I stop in my tracks, turning to look at the hole. Moments later, I brace my arms against the wall and lean forward to look inside. At first, I don't see anything. That strange, sickening, sweet odor is even stronger than it was outside. This must be where the problem is. I can even hear the pipes buzzing metallically. As my eyes adjust to the light, I can just about make out their silhouettes, and then I see what else is in here. Deeper in the darkness, I see the outline of a person. Their arms, legs, head, and torso, but none of them are in the right places. I recognize a human figure, inanimate, a corpse. Ah! I recoil, tripping over my own feet. I knew it. That's why he doesn't want us to look at the news. He's a serial killer, isn't he? My vision goes black, and the last thing I heard are footsteps. I knew it. I wake up with a jolt. A nightmare? I rub my eyes. I'm sitting in our bed, my cold, clammy body's covered with sweat. What time is it? Where's Takuya? With some difficulty, I drag myself out of bed. Right now, the only thing I care about is finding Takuya. I take a deep breath and step out into the hallway. Exactly. That scared me too. Ah! I almost crashed right into Takuya. Takuya? Takuya takes my shoulders, gently pressing me back into the bedroom. Oh no. You already feeling better? I think so. What happened to me? Well, after you offered to help me clean up, when I came to check on you, you were passed on the sofa. Liar. Liar. I figured you must have been exhausted, so I carried you up here. Well, I will admit, you look a lot better now. I'm glad. I don't. Takuya, I had a terrible nightmare. I was in the bathroom, that awful smell has come back, and the wall melted, and there was this body. I skipped too fast. Ah! Daniel, there's nothing wrong with the bathroom. You're just exhausted from work is all. But... Tears began to flow on my cheeks. Takuya, what's wrong with me? I feel like I'm losing myself. Takuya pulls me into a hug, crushing me against his chest. I'm crazy, aren't I? No, you're not crazy, love. Just try to calm down, please. Everything will be alright, I promise. His words ring hollow in my ears. Listen, you need more sleep. If you lie down and wait for me, I'll be right back to hold you once I've done the dishes. I raised my eyes, surprised. You're worried about the dishes right now? I mean, that's a bad call, dude. A messy house causes messy thoughts. I need to make sure you don't have anything that could distract or upset you. Nothing he's saying makes sense. Please don't leave me alone, Takuya. Don't make a scene. He's being unusually strict about this. I pull away and a heavy silence settles between us. Don't be so down, love. I even brought you something to help you relax. I don't want it. He looks at me surprised. Take your medicine, sweetie. You know you need it. I have a theory, guys. I don't know if I want to say it. You can guess. I said no. Damn it, Daniel. Why are you shouting at me like that? Takuya doesn't respond. Fine. If you don't want to listen to me, go ahead. He leaves the room. I'm still shocked by his behavior. He's never been this aggressive with me before, has he? I hear a soft click. I scrambled towards the door and tried to open it. What? It's locked. Takuya? No answer. There's no way he'd do that. I bang my fist against the door, but he doesn't answer. Why is he acting like this all of a sudden? Did I do something wrong? I need to get out of here and talk to him. I go to the desk and start opening the drawers. Even with my amnesia, that was loud, there are certain things that are so deeply ingrained in me. It's like muscle memory. Riding a bike, tying my shoelaces, picking a lock. Even though I can't remember when or how I'd learned these things, I could still do them instinctively. Now, what can I use as a lockpick? Not a calculator. A hairpin, right? That's exactly what I need. I unbend the hairpin and slip it into the lock. After a while, I hear the tumblers click. It worked. I quietly open the door and go out into the hallway. I'm scared, dude. I'm not sure what I'll say to Takuya, but I know we need to talk. There's a strange rhythmic sound coming from downstairs. That's right, he said he was doing the dishes. I glance towards the bathroom door. There's no way I'm going back in there. I make my way downstairs. The sooner I can ask Takuya what's going on, the better. I pause at the bottom step for a moment. I can hear the sound more clearly now, although it doesn't sound like someone washing dishes. What on earth is he doing? I know he mentioned something about dessert, but it almost sounds like he's chopping up vegetables. This doesn't make any sense. I started to head towards the kitchen, but my body freezes mid-step. Takuya was so angry earlier. Should I really be bothering him? What am I thinking? He locked me up in our bedroom. No matter how he's feeling, he needs to apologize. My sudden indignation propels me forward. I pull the door open as hard as I can. Takuya, you better have a good... My voice dies in my throat. His clothes are drenched with blood, and he's holding a kitchen knife. He darts towards me. Daniel, I told you to stay upstairs. You need to get out of here now. But it's already too late. I can see what's lying on the cutting board. An arm. I shove Takuya away from me, choking down the bile in my throat. The entire kitchen is awash in the thick metallic stench of blood. The room that my boyfriend always cleans so diligently is stained with human wreckage. My God. Several large, oddly bulging garbage bags are strewn across the hardwood floor. What the hell is this? What did you do? Please don't freak out. I could explain everything. Just give me a chance. Before you lost your memories, you had a stalker. He was a disgusting human being, but you were too nice to really stand up to him. So I decided to step in and take care of things. His fingers tightened around the kitchen knife as he spat those last few words. But now it's okay. I fixed it. For you. I can't believe what I'm hearing. I feel like I've woken up inside some awful horror movie. But it's really happening. My sweet, loving boyfriend is standing right there. Smiling, that same boy's smile. Even though there's blood drawing on his cheek. You murdered someone? I had to. What, are you psychotic? My whole body's shaking. I feel hot and cold and numb all over. I can't even move. Guys, we're in trouble. We're dead. We're in trouble. Takuya's eyes darken. Don't call me that. It's hurtful. I did what I do for your sake, and you know that. I stagger backwards, still shaking. Okay. Adrenaline surges through my veins, and before I knew it, I'm sprinting towards the front door. All I can think of is getting away. I hear footsteps thundering behind me, and I dive into the nearest doorway to avoid being tackled. I regret it instantly. The living room has one exit, and it's the one I just came in through. I dash to the side of the coffee table, hoping I can use it to keep some distance between Takuya and me. Daniel, come here. No, stop. Don't take another step towards me. You hear me? He doesn't even react. With his height, it barely takes 2 strides for him to reach me. I duck away and charge back into the hallway. I dash towards the door, my legs moving as fast as they can. But a large hand clamps down on my arm. Just where do you think you're going, huh? The look on his face is terrifying. He yanks me towards him, but I manage to wriggle out of his grasp and dart up the staircase. Where will I go? Oh, guys. If I go to the bathroom, there's a hole. Maybe I can run in the hole, but if I go to the bedroom, he can lock me in again. Bathroom. The bathroom seems like my best bet right now. As soon as I enter, the supposedly imaginary hole is staring at me, except now it's much bigger. I knew I wasn't dreaming. The thundering of Takuya's footsteps snapped me back to my senses. I grab a hairdryer off the shelf, huddled against the wall. Outside, I can hear Takuya opening the bedroom door. My heart hammers in my chest. I cover my mouth to muffle my shaky sobs. After a few moments, I hear the bedroom door reopen and Takuya's footsteps move closer. He's headed straight for the bathroom now. My body stiffens. I didn't lock the door. Why did you not lock the freaking door? I lunge towards the handle, but before I can do anything, the door swings open, knocking me back. Takuya enters. Being on the other side of the door, Takuya doesn't see me right away. Without hesitating, I throw myself towards him and bring the hairdryer on his head. Ah! I'm already bolting back towards the stairs. Something clamps around my ankle and I fall. The thick carpet does nothing to soften the impact as I slam into the floor. What? I turn around. Daniel. Takuya's lying a few feet away, his fingers digging into my leg like the teeth of a bear trap. He looks at me like a wounded dog, his chocolate-colored eyes wide with betrayal. You hit me. With his insane strength, it doesn't take long for Takuya to drag me downstairs, kicking and screaming. He holds me down, binding my arms and legs with a thin length of rope. I try to call for help to ask him why he's doing this, but he just wads up a few tissues and shoves them deep into my throat. As I lie on the floor, I watch the man I once called my boyfriend putting various objects into a crumpled cardboard box. The personal effects of the victim, I guess. Takuya stops and looks at me. Sorry if I rubbed you up a bit back there. I needed to make sure you didn't wander off. I think once you have a nice, long heart-to-heart, you feel much better about this whole misunderstanding. He returns to the task, closing up the box once he's finished. He walks back over to me. I'm starting to hyperventilate with fear. You must be furious with me right now. I can see it in your eyes, you know. If we could only go back to this morning. Everything was perfect then, don't you think? We were both happy. He was right. How could that sweet, kind man be the same person I'm looking at right now? This filthy piece of human trash just had to go and ruin everything. Just who is that man, the one whose blood is soaking into our carpet? What happened to me before today, and why couldn't I remember it? Even as a corpse, he's ruining our lives. I guess I just have to keep going until there's nothing left of him. I'm sorry you had to see this. It must be so upsetting for someone as kind as beautiful as you. But don't worry, I'll make sure it never happens again. After all, you're my soulmate, Daniel, the person who means more to me than anything. Love, there isn't a single thing in the world that I wouldn't do to make you happy. Step back, dude. He moves closer, brushing my hair out of my face. With a gentle, painstaking care, he pulls the ball of tissue out of my mouth. I love you so much. He leans in to kiss me. I don't know you. What? He takes a step back. You're not my boyfriend. You're some kind of sick kidnapper. What are you saying? You're looking at me like... Like you're sober, sweetie. Don't tell me your morning medicine's wearing off this fast. If I up the dosage much more, well... Takuya's face is unrecognizable. His soft, gentle smile has been replaced with a deranged smirk. You're twisted, you asshole. You twisted your asshole? You asshole? Oh, you can call me as many nasty little things as you'd like, dear. After all, that's how you used to talk to me, right? Yeah, that's true. Even as muddy as my thoughts are right now, I can still pick out the small fragments of memory that's rising to the surface. In my mind, I see a man whose strong, comforting arms are wrapped around me. But it's not Takuya. More memories began to emerge the first time we met at a small cafe on a cold afternoon. The last time we went to the beach together, laughing as we chased each other across the sand. Slowly, his face comes into focus, and I remember what he looks like. Specifically, I remember what he looked like when I found the body. His body in the hole. A rotting, sunken face covered with thick, jagged gashes. Maggots wriggling into every rotting wound. Ugh. Oh God. Seiji. When I come back to my senses, my cheeks are soaked with hot, salty tears. Takuya is still watching me. How could you, you bastard? You took him from me. You ruined my life. Oh, don't be so silly. He was the one who was making you miserable. I saw it. Besides, once he was gone, you were happier with me. I know you're not thinking straight right now, but deep down you know that I helped you. You killed my boyfriend. Don't call him that. He didn't deserve you. Don't you remember, love? A boyfriend who doesn't treat you right isn't really a boyfriend at all. He's just a worthless creep. You killed Seiji, and then you tricked me into thinking I had amnesia. Well, it wasn't entirely a trick. I had to do something to make sure you wouldn't get hung up on those unfortunate details. So I bought some medicine. Very expensive medicine. But it was worth it. Watching wolf down my cooking, thinking about all those wonderful little chemicals surging through your veins. Even now it makes me shiver to think about it. Hell, you were so doped up. You even thought those random blackouts were just the time you spent at work. As if I'd ever let you waste your time with something like that. I can see you're still upset, but don't worry. We can go back to the way things were. You just need to accept it. Go fuck yourself, you asshole. I told you not to call or to talk to me like that. I'm starting to think you might need a little more sleep, love. Don't worry. I'll hold you while we're in bed. I grip my teeth, my whole body's shaking with rage. You're gonna regret this, you crazy. Shh. The only thing that's crazy here is how much I love you, sweetie. I'm never letting you go. You know why? Because you love me just as much. You even said so at dinner. What? Of course I love you. I wonder if you would think I don't. I wonder if it changes the ending if I did it. But the man I'd said I love you to isn't the sadistic monster standing in front of me. I could never love someone like you. You liar. You think you can play with my feelings like that? This is gonna stop right now. If you're not gonna listen, I'll make you love me. I'll make you stay with me for the rest of your life. That's it. I know how to fix this. I know how to fix you. No more drugs, no more rope, no more getting your memories back. We wouldn't have to worry anymore about any of this. He grabs a kitchen knife from the table. Why didn't I see it sooner? It's so obvious. And so perfect, just like us. Think about it. When we make love, our bodies are connected, right? But eventually, we have to break apart. But that's just sex, isn't it? There are ways our bodies and souls could be intertwined for it. Are you gonna eat me? What are you saying? I'm saying that I need you inside me. Really inside me. Right here. If I eat you, your flesh would unite with me. Every cell in your body would be absorbed into me. We'd finally be one with each other. Oh God. Even just thinking about it, I've never felt so happy. No, don't. It's absolutely perfect. And you feel so good being a part of me. You'll have all the love you'd ever need. No, stop. Get away from me. I'm begging you, Takuya. Don't. Ooh, you are sexy. Sorry. I'm supposed to be dying. I'm so glad I left room for dessert. Aren't you, love? Bleh. Well, we became... Oh, bad end! Wait! Oh, let me try to get, a good end. Do you really love me? You really can't tell how I feel? I'm just worried that this won't last forever. Because of my amnesia? What if one day you wake up and don't recognize me? Let's see if this actually makes a difference. I can't speak. I hear a soft click. I scramble towards the door to open it. What? It's locked. Alright, let's see. I know you're supposed to unlock it. So, I'm gonna save right here. Yeah. And I'm gonna use something else. What happens if you use a pen? No, not that. Calculator. How's this gonna help me? Really, that's it? Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna choose the bedroom option just to know what happens. The bedroom seems like the safest place to hide. Shoot, where should I hide? Ooh, that's another option. Why did I save? I just realized. Okay, under the bed? I can hear his footsteps in the hallway. He stops by the bedroom door and enters. Heart pounding, I cover my mouth as best as I can. Peering under the bedsheet, I can see Takuya's feet, standing just a few feet away. It seems like he's trying to decide where he should look first. Seconds later, he strides towards the bed and crouches. Oh, there you are. I try to scream, but his hands cover my mouth. His strong arms scoop me up like a small child. Are we dead? With insane strength. Oh, it's kind of the same thing then. So he drags me down, kicking, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to try the other option out of curiosity. I climb into the closet and close the door behind me. Are you going to do a jump scare? I can barely make out the sound of Takuya's footsteps. He stops by the bedroom door and enters. My heart is pounding in my chest. I bite down on my fist to try and muffle my breathing. The sound of his footsteps come to a stop. I guess he must be trying to decide where to look first. I heard him approach the closet. Before I can react, the doors are flung open. Oh, there you are. I try to scream, but his hands cover my mouth. His strong arms scoop me up like a small child. Okay, so it's pretty much the same thing. Do you remember at dinner when I asked you if you loved me? You answered my question with a question of your own. You asked me if I doubted your feelings. You never did give me an answer, now I want to hear it. Daniel, despite all these misunderstandings, do you still love me? Oh, I gotta know. You know what? Let's lie to him. Yes, Takuya, I love you. Really? Oh god, I'm so happy to hear you say that. You have no idea how scared I was. But now it's fine you came around. You know about that bastard, but you still want to be mine. I'm so excited I'm practically shaking with love. It's been so long since I felt this, a spark between us. That's it. I know how to fix this, how to fix you. No more drugs, no more rope, no more getting memories back. We don't have to worry about this anymore. Grabs a kitchen knife. He's gonna kill me, isn't he? Oh god, oh god. Yeah, I've been thinking about it, I felt happy. So it's still a bad end. We still get this beautiful picture right here. Despite the overwhelming terror, I meet his glassy off-kilter gaze. I don't love you. I never loved you. The man I love is dead, and even though he's gone, I'll never be yours. Stop talking about him. He grabs the knife on the table and walks towards me. Shaken with anger, he plunges it into the floor in front of me, the blade grazing against my bonds. Takuya drops to the floor, tracing the blade against my thighs, breathing ragged and irregular. That bastard is gone. I stabbed him 100 times. He's lying in the middle of little pieces in bags. He is nothing but meat now, so why won't you? As he screams tearfully into my face, I kick out against the damaged rope and my legs. My foot slams into his face. Ah! Takuya falls backwards, dropping the knife. I barely catch it between my fingertips and work quickly to cut myself free. From the corner of my eye, I see Takuya rising to his feet. I scramble towards the box of Seiji's things, grab the keys and run. My hands shake so much I can barely get the key into the lock. As soon as I hear the lock click, I throw the door open and run out into the street. I stumble several times but manage to keep on running. I'm panting, my breath burning in my lungs. As I emerge into the neighborhood, the streets are completely empty. Suddenly, something firmly grabs my arm. I try to scream, but all that comes out is a weak moan. Daniel? Is that you? I recognize a familiar voice. When I turn around, I see one of my neighbors, a tall woman with a large dog sitting on her side. Where have you been, honey? Nobody's seen you in months. Did you move or something? Lately, I've seen this young man coming and going as if... Not now, we need to move, he's coming. Suddenly, the dog begins to growl. What's wrong, boy? A little ways off, a tall shadow detaches itself from the darkness of a high brick wall. I recognize him immediately. He's coming towards us. The dim glow of the streetlights glint off the edge of a kitchen knife. The hell is wrong with this guy? I'm too scared to speak or even move. Oh no. Takuya studies the two of us with a cold, detached smirk. Stay back or my dog will make you regret this. Come on, Daniel. Let's get you back inside. You catch your death out here. I'm not coming with you, you murderer. I'm warning you now, kid. If you try any funny business, it's not gonna go well for you. You really hate me, don't you? I can see it in your eyes. There's not a drop of love left in them. Why can't you love me? All I ever wanted is to give you everything. I worked so hard for you. How could I ever love someone who destroyed my life? Just so they could trap me in some dollhouse and drug me half to death? I wanted to build you a better life. It's all I could think about. Ever since the first day I saw you. You were crying on a bench, looking so scared and so alone. Every tear I saw you shed felt like a shard of broken glass being stabbed into my heart. Why is that kind of cute? I knew I could make you happy, love. Take you away from all that stress, that pain, that loneliness. And I still know it, Daniel. Just take my hand. I'll walk you back home and we'll find a way to put the pieces back together again, please? It's over, Takuya. There's no way we can ever be together again. Takuya opens his mouth to speak, but the shriek of police sirens cuts through the air. Takuya's eyes dart in the direction, then come back to me. With one last panicked glance at me, he tears off into the night running as fast as he can. The woman's dog bolts after him, but she grips the leash tightly enough to keep him still, barely. Then the police arrive. It's been almost a year since the whole incident took place. It feels strange to looking back at those days. I moved as far away as I could and decided to start over. The horrible events I endured are all in the past now, but still, I can never forget him. I heard he was arrested a little while back. It didn't come for me as much as it should, though. Even if the real Takuya is locked up somewhere, the memories of him will always haunt me. He lives inside my head, a permanent part of my being. A few days ago, I received a letter in the mail. There was no name and no return address. All that was written down on there was this. The only thing my heart desires is for you to forgive me, Daniel. True ending. Past love. Wow. That was good. I like that one a lot. I didn't expect it to be like that, but I did at the same time. Like, I knew something was up, but it was kind of nice. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you can kind of guess it, but I didn't expect it to be like that. I was like more being jokey about like, oh, we're gonna get eaten. I didn't think he actually would eat us. Dang. And thank you for playing. Thank you for watching too. Alright, I think I got everything I could get out of it, right? But you guys can always get it if you want to. It's free. That was really good. Awesome. Alright, well, that was my darling, guys. Well, I'll see you in the next one, okay? Take care. Good night. Bye.